Drake, the wolf of the Silver Valley. In the heart of the Silver Valley, nestled among towering pines and shimmering streams, lived an old wolf named Drake. His fur, silvered by time, gleamed under the moonlight, and his eyes carried a quiet sorrow, as if they held the weight of countless winters. As the leader of a small pack, Drake was revered for his wisdom and unyielding strength, guiding his kin through the rhythms of the wild with a steady paw. For years, the pack thrived in harmony with the forest, their howls weaving into the symphony of the valley. But peace began to fray as humans drew near. Farmers from nearby villages grumbled about missing livestock, calves and cows vanishing into the night. They set traps glinting with menace and scattered poison across the fields, but Drake, ever cunning, outwitted their schemes. He led his pack along hidden trails, slipping past danger like a shadow through the trees. At Drake's side was Tiara, a fierce and graceful she-wolf, his truest companion. Together they shared the thrill of the hunt, the warmth of quiet moments, and nights beneath a canopy of stars, their breaths mingling in the crisp air. Tiara was his heart, her presence a light that softened the edges of his solitary soul. But one bitter winter evening, tragedy struck. Hunters, cloaked in the dusk, lured Tiara into a cruel trap. Her desperate howls pierced the frozen air, echoing through the valley. Drake raced toward her, his heart pounding, leaping over roots and snow. But the distance was too great, the hunter's cunning too sharp. By the time he reached her, Tiara was gone, her spirit stolen by the cold steel. The loss shattered him, leaving his once proud gaze hollow with grief. From that day, Drake was a changed wolf. The spark in his eyes dimmed, replaced by a deep, aching longing. He wandered alone, straying closer to the edges of human settlements, as if searching for a piece of Tiara in the flicker of their distant fires. His pack watched, helpless, as their leader drifted further into solitude. The hunters, sensing Drake's vulnerability, saw their chance. They whispered among themselves, certain the grieving wolf would be easy prey. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of fire and shadow, they closed in, their footsteps crunching in the snow. But Drake was no ordinary wolf, even in his sorrow. Surrounded in a clearing, with the forest holding its breath, he raised his head to the stars. His eyes, though weary, burned with a final flare of defiance. In his heart he spoke words no human could hear. "I will leave this world as I lived, wild and free." With a low, resonant howl that shook the pines, Drake faced his fate, not as prey, but as a legend of the Silver Valley, forever bound to its winds and its stars.